Boy, do we have a great show for you today. We've got a bunch of stories here involving one Chinese mobile game studio bringing Souls-like games to you. Fallout 76 is making news. This time, it's not all bad. Sea of Thieves is looking to show off some legendary players. And Pokemon Community Day is coming up real soon. Stay tuned for more information. So, Chinese studio TipWorks is bringing Souls-like games near you. Founder Yang Yang is launching the new game on January 16th. The game is called Pascal's Wager Annunciation. This was announced way back in September at Apple's iPhone 11 event. The game has a dark, moody atmosphere to it and has some really great graphics to it. The game is based off of Blaise Pascal's 17th century philosophical argument as to why humans should believe in God. While this is a lofty ideal to take on, it's even crazier that they're trying to cram this massive Souls-like game, trying to give you the full-fledged feature, narrowed down into a mobile phone. Granted, you will need to have at least an iPhone 8 or newer. You can play on older hardware, though it is highly advised against. They say you can play it on as old of a phone as an iPhone 6S. However, in my opinion, you'll be running the best PowerPoint version of that game if you try to do that. Your best bet is to get something newer like an iPhone 8 or iPhone 11. The game will also be available on iPads and Android, though the Android port will take a little bit longer because the creators are very particular about how their game looks and have stated that different versions of the phones show that there are different slight variations in the way the colors are produced. The one good thing that Apple does that everything is nice about their phones is all the colors look the same. So it's very easy for them, relatively speaking, to develop a game for the iPhone. One of the other impressive things here is this game was created by a 10-person team. So, let's go ahead, give them some love, go over to the App Store, go to the Google Play Store. You can pre-order the game. It will cost you $6.99. If you're not sold on the whole Souls-like experience on a phone, on an iPad, they will allow you to play that first chapter for free. So go ahead and check it out. Now, here in the West, we're not big on those mobile games like that on our phones. This could be the one that breaks through. This could be the one that helps everybody see that, yes, your phone is great for making calls, watching YouTube videos like this one here. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. But you can also use your phone to play some really, really amazing games. So go ahead. Again, the game is called Pascal's Wager Annunciation. Go check it out on the Play Store now. Fallout 76 is in the news again, and, well, it's for good reasons. Well, it's for well-intentioned reasons. There's a new death camp out there. These trap camps have been popular in Fallout 76, and this one is based around math. So, if you have struggled with math in the past, this is an area you need to avoid. Redditor Vault 101 Man Guy, not to be confused with Man Bear Pig, who's half man, half bear, and half pig, thought the idea of trap camps was a good one, but it could be improved upon. So he went out and set himself up a nice-looking little schoolhouse, complete with desks and library books and shelves and all these awesome things here to make it really give you that authentic feel. Carved into the wall are some basic instructions, and as soon as you enter the area, some metallic doors will shut down and you will not be able to escape. You'll have seconds before you get burned alive and lose all your stuff, unless you can actually handle the basic algebra. Hurry up, punch in that code into a number pad on the wall, and you'll be able to escape. So if you see any schoolhouses and are having some PTSD about it, I'd avoid it. But if you want to see this cool, creative take on trap camps, I'd keep your eyes open. You never know what you're going to find. It's really easy to get down on Bethesda and Fallout 76 nowadays with every time they try to do something that might seem like a good idea on paper, they end up shooting themselves in the foot. But This just goes to show that there's still a dedicated community out there, and you can still have fun in this game. It is not as buggy as it was when the game launched. So go ahead, check out Fallout 76. If you have the game already, maybe even consider purchasing it. I don't know about you, but this math camp sounds like fun. Sea of Thieves is looking to highlight some legendary players of the game this month. There's an update coming out January 15th. In this update, Rare is going to highlight those players who have earned some tattoos and commendations for finding various Easter eggs all across the game. Now, you can check out a shiny brass plaque in the Drowned Rat Tavern for the player who has managed to drink the most grog in one play session. This is not drinking grog in real life, this is drinking grog in the game because, along with this highlight in the update, Rare is going to be fixing a few known issues in the game, such as spawning into areas where there's a storm already present. There'll be some crossplay preferences out there. You'll be able to choose if you want to venture and play against other console players or other PC players. Personally, I don't like playing against other PC players if I'm playing on my console. There are some advantages. Granted, there aren't too many with the way I play. I'd probably actually say disadvantages with the way I play. Pretty terrible at shooting in this game. But it is easier in general to be able to shoot people with mouse and keyboard than it is with the controller. So you'll be able to, for those who want a more even, balanced match, you'll be able to go ahead and change some of those settings. Again, this update goes live January 15th, so go ahead and check that out. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, that was probably one of the first PC games I ever bought. Well, it turns 18 years old, and boy do I feel old. Come to think of it, I was probably too young to buy that game, but they still let me do it anyways. In celebration of this milestone here, some of the modders have incorporated certain aspects of Grand Theft Auto Vice City into GTA 5. The mod is called Vice Cry Remastered. They've been working on this for a couple years now. Now, I know we're all itching to get back into Vice City, and with some rumors circulating around that GTA 6 is going to take place in a not Miami area like GTA Vice City, I'd say it's really a great time for this mod to come out because it's going to scratch that itch we all have right now. The mod, at the time of recording, has an overall rating of 4.56 out of 5 stars. So, this is a high-quality mod. They've gone ahead and created some new character models. They've gone and created other objects in the game. They've remodeled the cars. Everything looks sharp and crisp and clean. You cannot play the whole story mission, though. That is something they did not do. So if you're looking to play the story, you're going to have to hop on Steam, bust out that old version of the game that you have on a disc somewhere, pray to God that works, and jump right back into the game. If you're looking for this mod, I have a link to the article that this was talked about below where you can find that mod yourself. Go download it. If you're having some issues, they do have some how-tos on how to get around these issues. Just like everything out there when it comes to modding, it doesn't always work, but that doesn't mean it's a bad mod. I mean, it's got over 4.5 stars out of 5. This is a great mod. If you've got GTA 5, I'd go over there. I'd go ahead, check that out. Pokemon continuing to make some big news here. Earlier today, we had the Pokemon Direct that talked about some great new DLC coming out for Sword and Shield. Pokemon Go, not to be outdone by their counterparts on the Switch, have announced that there's a Community Day coming up, the first one of 2020. This Community Day happens on January 19th, and it happens at slightly different times during the day depending on what hemisphere you live in. If you live in the north, and winter has not come to an area near you, you can venture outside between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. local time. Hopefully you live close to a time zone change so you can jump on an hour early and play an hour later. Maybe have a better chance of catching some legendary Pokemon there. If you live in the southern hemisphere, you're going to have to wait until about 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. local time. During this time, there is a high chance for you to catch a shiny version of Piplup. If you manage to evolve your Piplup up to its final form during this time, your Employeon has a strong chance of learning Hydro Cannon. This is the most powerful water move in Pokemon Go. This would then make your Employeon the 4th strongest character in the game that's a water type, behind Kingler, Kyogre, and Swampert. All the eggs that you incubate during this time will hatch 4 times faster, so you better pray for good weather, and whether it is or it isn't, you better head outside during that time, and you can hatch those 10k eggs in no time flat. Hopefully I'll see you out there playing the game. If you're like many of the people around the world and you've made a New Year's resolution, hopefully you're still sticking to it 9 days into this glorious year of 2020. Many of you out there probably have tried to make a resolution to get in better shape or to eat healthier. Maybe go out and see more friends. But if you're like me, you've tried to make a resolution that you can easily keep, and that's to play a lot more games this year. Game Pass by Xbox has definitely made that a lot easier. However, GOG is running a massive sale right now. There's a wide assortment of games out there, from your RPGs to your tactic games and to mystery games. These games can be had for up to 90% off. One of my personal favorite games is 66% off right now. Surviving Mars is down to only $10 from its normal $30 price. If you want to play some great older Star Wars games such as Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2, maybe Jedi Outcast, these games can be had for about $3.50 each. It's easy in the KOTOR games to spend well over 30 hours in each one. So why don't you go head over to GOG.com, check out the full list there, and maybe pick up a few games for you or your favorite YouTuber. Who knows? They might just appreciate it. Finally, in a bit of good news today, Twitch streamers have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to help combat the bush wildfires in Australia. Now, that's a devastating fire that's ripping through the area. Lots of people are in trouble here. It'd be great if everyone out there would be able to just give a couple bucks if you could. I love that the gaming community as a whole is going out of their way to help the people of Australia like this. Though not all of us show our best sides at any given time, we have been known to be a cantankerous group. It's been unfortunate that there have been a few bad apples out there that have given gamers a bad name, but there are plenty of streamers out there who are helping to raise these thousands and thousands of dollars to help combat these fires. It's great to see that this community can come around a common cause that we all know is for a good reason, to really help out those in need. That we can help out our fellow brothers and sisters in gaming, no matter where they are around the world. We can help out and make a difference. If you're able to, it would be greatly appreciated if you could donate. There is a link in the description below where you could donate directly to the Victorian Fire Department that is helping to combat this whole thing. So please, if you can spare it, even a couple dollars, go out and help out your fellow brothers and sisters around the world. If you liked what you saw, give us a thumbs up on the video. To see more content like this, we have gaming news delivered to you daily, 5 days a week, and once on the weekend. That is 6 days of news. That is a lot of news to put out there for this gaming channel. So please consider subscribing to the channel. Hope to see you all soon, and I'll catch you in the next video.